Within 11-year period, the Sun is going through 4 different periods which affect human behavior. At the beginning of 20th century, a Russian scientist Alexander Chizhevsky discovered that every 11 years the Sun's magnetic field completely flips. Sun's north and south poles switch places. Over time, solar activity and the number of sunspots increases. One of the ways to know whether we are in solar minimum or maximum is looking at the number of sunspots. Solar minimum means the lowest number of sunspots. After some years of high activity, the sun will wrap down with fewer sunspots or almost no sunspots. The temperature cools. Conversely, solar maximum is the highest number of sunspots in any given cycle. A new cycle starts with a solar maximum, littered with solar storms and sunspots, and the temperature warms. In 1918, Alexander Chizhevsky graduated from Moscow Commercial Institute with a degree in archaeology. His doctoral thesis was on the periodicity of the world historical process. Chizhevsky analyzed sunspot records and approximated records, comparing them to riots, revolutions, battles, and war in Russia and 71 other countries for the period 500 BCE to 1922 CE, a process known as historiometry. Chizhevsky found that a significant percent of what he classified as the most important historical events involving large number of people occurred around sunspot maximum. Alexander Chizhevsky proposed that sun affects human behavior. He discovered that wars, revolutions are peaking in the 11-year cycles. When the energy goes up, that's when we have the unrest in society. 80% of the most significant human events occurred around 5 years of maximum solar activity. In 1942, Soviet leader Joseph Stalin became aware of Chizhevsky's research work and asked the scholar to retract his writing on solar cycles, which contradicted Soviet theories of the reason for the Russian revolutions. The scholar refused and was arrested and spent 8 years in the forced labor gulag in the Ural Mountains. Alexander Chizhevsky proposed that not only did geomagnetic storms resulting from sunspot-related solar flares affect electrical usage, plane crashes, epidemics, and grasshopper infestations, but also human mental life and activity. He believed that increased negative ionization in the atmosphere increased human mass excitability. He proposed that human history is influenced by the 11-year peaks in sunspot activity, triggering humans to act upon existing grievances and complaints through revolts, revolutions, civil wars, and wars between nations. Edward Dewey, founder of the Foundation of the Study of Cycles, analyzed and published his data in 1951 in the Foundation's publications. He was heavily influenced by Chizhevsky's stunning data. His goal was to further understand and extend Chizhevsky's knowledge on solar activity. In a 1971 book, Dewey described the 4 components of Chizhevsky's 11-year cycle and their approximate length. Maximum activity is characterized by passivity and autocratic rule. Duration of this period is 3 years. Masses begin to organize under new leaders and one theme for the next 2 years. Maximum excitability, revolution, and war last for 3 years around solar maximum, and gradual decrease in excitability until the masses are apathetic for next 3 years. Period 1 of solar activity has a duration of 3 years. It is marked by peace, passiveness, and general rule by minority groups. Period 2 has a duration of 2 years, in which general excitability grows from political unrest. New ideas or concepts emerge which tend to challenge the party in control. These ideas become popular answers to present-day problems, but there is a definite lack of unifying force. Period 3 of solar activity has a duration of 3 years. During this period, the public voice is heard and brave new leaders emerge. Under a dictatorship, this has been strongest period of mass riots and revolutions in which major problems are solved. At times, anarchy does prevail, but generally democratic reforms are gained. Period 4 has a duration of 3 years, and during this period the general excitability declines, and people go along contented but also in a state of apathy. Peace movements usually are generated during this period. The masses prosper and go about their normal course of life, awaiting the sun to set and the new light of dawn, which brings the beginning of a new cycle. Great new leaders emerge during this period. The solar cycle formula states that contentment leads to apathy. Apathy causes poor boundaries in new peace period 1. Unrest in period 2 results from bad boundaries. Then after victory, apathy returns. This is the wheel of karma in the law of one series. In forgiveness lies the stoppage of the wheel of karma. Everything what Chizhevsky discovers came true. We live in a conscious universe, and the conscious universe is also interfacing with people consciousness. We are now in solar cycle 25. Record keeping of solar cycles began in 1755 with solar cycle 1. In December 2019, the sunspot numbers hit the solar minimum and the sun passed from cycle 24 into cycle 25. The solar maximum or peak is predicted to happen in July 2025. I invite you to visit my website Knowledge and Abundance to learn more about the world of spirituality and mystery of life. Much love, happiness, and blessings to you. I appreciate you. Thank you.